let's go ahead and talk about quarterback streamers.
Full stream ahead.
All right, guys, who do you have for this week? Who do you like in terms of quarterbacks? I really disagree with Mike's, but
Jason,
I just want to go backwards one step to you need to look on your waivers because Brandon McManus has been dropped in 30% of leagues as a kicker and because he was on bye. So that's another waiver option. Just click that little kicker tab and see if he's there. If he's there and you don't have Gostkowski, pick him up.
Yeah, that's fair. I have Ryan Fitzpatrick this week in my streaming. It was my streaming quarterback of the week. He faces Oakland. Oakland's 21st versus the pass. I just like what Fitzpatrick's been doing from a consistency standpoint. So the buy-in here is that he will get a couple of touchdowns to the Marshall Decker stack. Do you guys like Fitzpatrick as a streaming option this week, or are you just kind of neutral on him?
He was one of mine that I considered. Oakland seems like, I mean, if you take away the garbage time, Oakland was pretty good, but they did give it up late. So I considered him, so I have no problem with this pick at all.
The only concern for Fitzpatrick is it's a cross-country voyage, and that's not usually the best for NFL teams. So moving forward for me, Andy just says he disagrees with me, but I'm going with the Tennessee quarterback, whether it be Mariota or Mettenberger, against the Texans. The Texans are giving up multi-touchdowns to the quarterback every game but 2.
They don't know how to tackle, apparently.
They gave up 4. Ryan Tannehill put up one of the most efficient quarterback games probably of all time last week with 1 incompletion, 4 touchdowns. The previous week, over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns to Blake Bortles. This is the team that gave up 3 touchdowns to Alex Smith. I don't believe in the Texans defense.
Do you want to do a water bet that the Tennessee quarterback does not throw 2 touchdowns?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Water bet.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not trying to disagree just to disagree. I just think Houston at home, after that defeat, this is the final moment for them. So and Tennessee's been so pathetically bad. I mean, they're just terrible. They couldn't do anything last week, so I'm just going to take that bet.
They did manage to shut down the Atlanta offense, though. And if they can hang with the Atlanta offense, a Houston Texans offense minus Arian Foster, I don't think Tennessee has a problem with that.
It's very possible. So, Jason, who is the guy that jumps off the page for you as a streaming quarterback option for those who are looking for one?
When I was looking at it, who jumped off the page was actually Marcus Mariota to me, if that's the question. However, he's injured, so I didn't go with him. For me, I like Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler has, normally when I stream a quarterback, the more important thing to me is the defensive matchup. I like caring more about that than the quarterback. Obviously, the quarterback plays a role, but in this case, it's kind of the flip. Minnesota is not bad against the pass.
No, they're pretty solid.
Yeah, no, I know. But I think Jay Cutler is being underrated right now. He hasn't had Alshon for, the majority of the weeks this year. Last week, I think he put up over 350 yards. Alshon is back. This game is at home. So I just like the fact that you can get a talented quarterback who has the capabilities of putting up a lot of yards and throwing for touchdowns at home off of waivers. So I'm going cut it.
Yeah, Jay Cutler, just so people, and this is our league scoring, so it might be a little bit different than yours. Last 3 weeks, 24 points, 24 points, 24 points. Jay Cutler, and just a reminder, it's because I don't know, I just have a soft spot in my heart for Jay Cutler. But last year was, for almost half the season, was one of a top 5 quarterback. So
are you the only person in the world that has a soft spot in their heart for Jay Cutler?
Jay Cutler's mom loves him a lot.
Not from what I've heard.
Whoa!
Say his wife?
Jay Cutty's mom on blast.
Jay Cutty's mom on blast. Wow, there he has a history of not cleaning his room. Let me just put it that way.
I don't doubt that.
It smells very much like cigarette smoke in Jay Cutler's room.
Yeah, well, that's because Matty Snapback was over there and they were getting into trouble. This goes way back. That discussion goes way, way back. All right. Well, that on that horrible audio glitch, I think that signals the end of this episode of the Fantasy Footballers. Be sure to check us out tomorrow. We have a special guest joining us on the mailbag section of the show.
Yeah.
Mr. Christopher Harris.
Christopher Harris
So-
of the Harris podcast.
Yes, the Harris Football Podcast.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah.
Great friend of the show.
If you don't say the football part, no idea what that podcast is about.
It could
It
just
could be about The Walking Dead, for all we know.
could be about hair
Yeah.
or hairless. What if he was Christopher Hairless?
Oh, because of his last name, you're making a joke.
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I should have hit that outro button earlier. All right. Thanks for listening. Check out jointhefoot.com and be sure to check out topdogstats.com for pretty much every statistical visualization you can find.
They're
Yes.
great.
And sorry about the digital farts. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to another edition of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Don't forget to visit us on the web at www.thefantasyfootballers.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.